Hi folks, got the receiver powered up. My concern was that loudspeaker as well early on. B plus voltages look good. I still need to validate those at all the locations called out on the schematic. Let's go back over here and look at the loudspeaker itself. Looks like we've got a rubbing voice coil. Or the spider itself is loose. Okay, since I already have a cone that will work, at least for the surround itself, I may have to create a new cone. I'm going to just go ahead and cut the old cone out. You can see how brittle it is anyway. There's not really much left of it. Spending this much time on the receiver, I think the effort on this will be worth it. Just look underneath and see if I can see where the voice coil itself connects. You can see how brittle the old paper is. Let me get the spider out. And you can see all the dirt and dust down in there as well. And the air gap. So I'll try to clean that up also. Well, just dirt and grime. I'm going to just go ahead and cut the leads. The one goes back to the output transformer on this side, and the other one routes back in over here. A flexible type wiring was used, of course. I'll cut this other somewhat in the middle, just in case I have to splice the wire together. Here's the voice coil. Let me take this thing outside and try to blow some of the crud off of it. You can see I did a little trimming around on the voice coil where it meets the spider. I need to remove all of this gunk that's located here, because the voice coil cannot travel inside the air gap. It's interesting how the lead wire, the flex wire coming from the output transformer, attaches back to the cone. You can see there's a piece of wire shaped as a U. Goes back underneath and is soldered to the lead wire with the voice coil lead. I think we got our money's worth out of this speaker. June 20th, 1935. Okay guys, I'm going to try to use one of the cones that I have instead of fabricating one. The problem is the depth of the cone itself is about 3 or 4 millimeters shy of where it needs to be. I'm going to just use a little standoff or try to and attach this piece to the spider and build it up. And then of course I'll have to increase the diameter by 2 or 3 millimeters as well on the cone. Just use some sandpaper and try to use epoxy to get this back to the spider and see if I can make this work. If not, I'll fabricate a cone. Just mixing up some epoxy at this point. I roughed up the outer edge of the spider itself. I'm going to just try to keep the epoxy right on the outer edge, and then I'll place some on the piece of craft paper for my little standoff that I made. Alright, let me see if I can get this aligned off camera and then let this cure for about 3 hours. Using one of the 2 epoxy bottles just to place some weight on that to let that cure, and then we'll try to get this thing fitted and get the cone in place.